Okay, guys, welcome back to another spiritual vid. Welcome back to another spiritual vid, dudes. All right, so today we're gonna be talking about people that are programmed to social media, TV, and video games. People that sit down a lot, people that don't get outside. Okay, first of all, before actually, I take it back. I take it back. Before I say sitting down is not actually a bad thing. Because sitting down, some people sit down and then, like, just to sit down and relax, right? Doesn't mean they're watching TV, social media, or playing video games. It most likely always leads to that, but sometimes it doesn't. So, but, obviously, when we don't play video games, right? And we don't watch TV, and we don't get on our phones and look at social media. We're bored. Obviously, we're bored. We're used to that. We're programmed to think like that. We're programmed to be bored. We're programmed by TVs and freaking video games and social media, right? We're programmed to think this is life. TV. People that are programmed by TV, right? People that are programmed by TV think that that's literally reality. People think that's all that there is to life. Is that TV, video games, people let video games control you. When you watch TV, let me tell you guys this real quick. Real quick. When you watch TV too much, you can't focus on how you feel. People let video games control them. When you watch TV, you can't control anything. You can't control nothing. You can't control how you feel when you watch TV because sometimes when you watch TV, someone dies in a movie, right? And TV is the reason why we think death is bad. And it's true. TV is the only reason why we think death is a bad thing. Death is a beautiful thing. Death is something that, I mean, you shouldn't be like, yes, I can't wait to die. I'm so excited. Like, that's messed up, you know? But, I mean, it's not messed up. I know that there's an afterlife. We all should know that. There is an afterlife to this world. To life. We're all souls in a human form body. We're all souls. So when we're programmed by video games, people let a video game control them and get them so angry. I'm saying I am the same. I am the same. I was the same, but now I'm not. I don't let video games control me nowhere. I haven't played a video game, dude, in like almost 3 days now. It's been like 2.5 days. It's been like almost 2.5 days. I think now it's almost been 2.5 days. And I haven't watched TV. I watched TV earlier. I was watching Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't know why. I was just like 6 a.m. I just meditated for 30 minutes. I literally meditated for 30 minutes. I was like, yeah, whatever. I'll watch it. Till like 7:30. And as soon as it turned 7:30, I was like, alright, time to get up. I am watching no more TV today. I'm not playing video games either. So TV. And when I watch TV, I can't help but feel my emotions. And when you watch TV, your mind, third dimension, your freaking the Matrix mind, the mind made for this Matrix, is literally like, come on, just watch TV. Don't focus on how you feel. Watch TV. It wants you to watch TV. It doesn't want you to focus on how you feel. But on your heart, now since you know how you feel and you want to feel your feels, you want to feel your emotions, right? You want to feel them. You fight that mind. And when you fight that mind, it causes conflict. So when you're watching TV, you're like, it puts you in negative mind. So TV, I mean, this is for me. It doesn't put me in negative mind when I watched it. And see, this is definitely a thing, is like, when you unprogram yourself, right, and you don't watch TV, when you watch it, you got to find that balance of feeling your emotions, because yeah, I mean, you can't feel your emotions when you are playing video games or when you're watching TV. You can't. It's impossible. It's not impossible. It is possible. It is possible to feel your emotions when you watch TV and when you play video games. And when you're on social media. Social media, you can feel your emotions because they're negative. You see something you don't like for 2 seconds. You see one post. You see one single post. One social media. One single post. One post. Your mood is dead. Your mood can be ruined. One post. Take 1 week off. I want you guys to do this too. Take 1 week off. You will notice less insecurities on social media. You will notice that lives on social media aren't perfect. Like, people try so hard on social media to act like they're living this perfect life. Life isn't perfect. Life is nothing but perfect. Life is a freaking roller coaster. Life is not a perfect thing. And the thing is, I'm going to tell you guys, if you're the chosen one, if you are a chosen one, and you're chosen, because I'm a chosen one, I know this, because I literally have the stupidest things come after me, like stupid things in the mind come after me at the, certain times. I'll pop an egg yolk when I make eggs. I'll literally, I can't remember last time I actually ate eggs, because I make 3 eggs at once, right? I can't remember the last time I made eggs and I was like, oh, all 3 yolks aren't popped. Something always happens, and I know it happens for a reason. I mean, I know it's eggs. You're like, dude, really, you're using eggs? It's the littlest things. When you're the chosen one, the littlest things will try and affect you. And when you aren't spiritual, you aren't woke, you don't know this stuff, it affects you. And it did. Me before, I would have let that affect me. Guess what? You know what I did yesterday? I didn't let the egg yolk pop freaking affect me. It's an egg yolk. It's like an egg yolk. I can still eat it. It's still good. It still tastes delicious. It was still beautiful. It was amazing. I still love the egg. That egg. I still enjoyed it, you know? So, me before, I would have been like, God dang it, I freaking ruined it. And, like, it would have been self-hate. And this time when I did, I was like, why did I'm just like, no. You know, just like, why did it pop? Why did it have to pop? You know, and then like, it's the littlest things. When you are the chosen one, let me know in the comments down below, guys. If you have little things trying to affect you constantly, you have this, you have that, you have this, you have that, like you drop your phone, right? You drop your phone, you'll get a crack in your screen. You'll break your screen cover, or like if you have a video game that you care about and you actually really enjoy it, you're not really, like, because video games are bad. Like I said, video games are a distraction. They're not real. Video games, people live in fantasy with video games. We're off the topic of, like, chosen one, but you are a chosen one. If you have littlest things, because you know that you're a chosen one. When you're the chosen one, life will throw the most freaking obstacles at you. You will have the most obstacles because you are chosen. God's testing you. He's testing to make sure he picked the right person to be the chosen one. And if he didn't, then he will take it away. If you don't get past every single one of those and keep living your life and keep finding beauty, you know, and keep upgrading yourself, and you keep freaking evolving constantly. Not involving, evolving. Then he knows he picked wrong. You know, so when you are literally picked, you are a chosen one. You evolve from any obstacles. You learn from every single obstacle you have. And I have. Every single obstacle I've had, I've freaking learned from it. I've evolved. Every single time I'm in a negative mood, I'm like, this is for a reason. I'm going to learn something. I'm going to learn something being in this negative mood. I know it. I'm going to learn something. I know I'm going to learn something from this mood. And I always do. Last time I was in a negative mood, a couple of days ago, I learned a lot. It was in 2 negative moods. If one was a fearful one, and the other one was one of the worst moods I've had in months. Since freaking, I would say mid-January. It was one of the worst moods I had, and I learned from it. And the thing is, ever since I've stopped watching TV, I literally focus on how I feel constantly. And see, the thing is, when you're bored, first time you go bored, and you're like, no TV, you know, it's time to escape the Matrix, right? It's time to escape this world, and you escape the fake. You realize what is real. And that's only the start of it, because there's still more progress to be made. You know, that time you take to escape what's fake, and you go into what is real. You go into what is real, and it's all within, and it's nature. Nature. Within you and nature are real. Within nature, nature is literally just like us. It breathes. It freaking needs rain. Because without rain, I'm going to tell you guys this real quick. Without rain, nature can't grow. We don't get rain. Guess what? We don't grow. Those rainy days outside, we have those too. Without them, we don't grow. Nature grows way more when it's raining. When it rains for us, we grow more when it rains. And then afterwards, as soon as we come out of that day of raininess, the next day, we have greatness. We're happy. We got it. We overcame that day, and we grew from it. We learned from it. We learned what was bothering us. We fixed those problems. Because when you're bored, the first time you go bored, the first day of boredom, it's not fun because you're bored. You're like, God, I don't know what to do. I just want to watch TV. I want to go back to video games. I'm so bored. It's kind of like a withdrawal, but it's not. Because I didn't go through withdrawals. As soon as I stopped, I was like, alright, I know this is good for me. Because when you know not playing video games, not watching TV is good for you, and you don't watch or play them, you know that it's good for you. So you don't go through withdrawals because you know you're like, alright, it's good. So why go through withdrawals? Like, you know it's good. You know that now watching TV is going to help you. And it's going to better your mental because you can focus on your emotions. That's why I would say go a month without video games. Go a month without no video games, no TV, no nothing. It's difficult. And there's going to be a lot of times where you want to watch TV. But you can realize when you're bored, you take on new habits when you're bored, right? And this is, oh my God, I literally just realized this. This is actually good. When you're bored, you take on new habits, right? When you're bored, you can take on a habit of watching TV, being lazy, watching TV, playing video games, watching TV, being freaking lazy. Literally getting nothing done, not even going outside, eating a lot of food. You can take on those habits. That's an option. If you're bored, you can take on those negative habits. When I'm bored, yeah, I want to eat too. I want to eat. I want to eat food when I'm bored because I'm not watching TV or playing video games. So, and food's an option. It's always there. Food is always there. Food's near you more than anything else. You know, so it's a thing where you those things you can take on those habits, or you can take on a meditation habit when you're bored. You can exercise. You can do yoga. You can go outside and connect with nature. What's important, you can go within you and realize what's important and hear. And all that you need, everything you need in your life is within. All your answers are within you. When you meditate and you have something bother you and you see that thought, you see it. You watch it. And when you watch it, you're like, this is seriously the answer all along. This was the answer. You figure out the answers. You start to get the answers for all your problems. When you have those, and people have those same problems that you had, you know the answers to solve that problem. But the only problem is, this is the only problem for you. People don't listen. People don't listen to people that say things that they're like, oh, you're weird. Like, being spiritual, I know I'm weird. People are going to call me weird. You know, like, when you're spiritual, people are always going to be like, oh, you're freaking weird. I'm not going to listen to a spiritual dude that's saying, like, he had this problem and he's doing this now. It's like, no, I'm not going to listen to you. Like, seriously, I have the answers for people's problems. If you have a problem mentally in your head where you think negative, I had that problem too. I still think negative sometimes. I'm not the one thinking it, though. Because you are not your thoughts. You are not your thoughts. The thoughts in this brain are not you. Those are fake. These are fake. You are the one observing your thoughts. You're the one watching. How do you think you can feel those thoughts? You're the one watching them. This brain is yours. You are watching these thoughts. You're not these thoughts. That sounds weird. You are not these thoughts in your head. You aren't these thoughts. You're the one watching. You observe your brain. When you observe those thoughts and you observe them, you don't feel them. You watch them until they're gone. I mean, it takes time. You have to build up a habit of watching your thoughts and get better and better at it. And I have. And I still... Negative thoughts are always lingering. They're always lingering in here. They're always lingering. The negative thoughts are always lingering in my head. And I know they are. Because I can see them in my head. I don't feel them though. Once in a while, I feel one, and I'll be like, did I just seriously feel that? Really? I'm like, really? And then I'm just like, okay, whatever. And then I don't feel them because I know what they are. I know they're not my thoughts. My thoughts are the ones that are creative. They're positive. They're connected to my heart, my soul. They're the ones that want to meditate. They're the ones that want to better me. They're ones that want to eat healthy and do good for myself. Exercise, you know? Those are the thoughts that are mine. The thoughts that are not mine are the ones that are thinking negative, saying like, what's the point of life? What's the point of this? What's the point of that? What's the point of everything? You know? And you have those thoughts in your head and they linger. Those aren't you. That's the thing. That's the thing I'm trying to say to people, man. Is that the thing is, you aren't your thoughts. The thoughts that are you are those positive ones. And I'm not talking about the way you see things in life. And I'm not talking about the way you see things in life, because what you see in life, what you think, your thoughts are your reality. So when you think negative, or you let those negative thoughts control you and take over your brain, then those thoughts become you. That's what you see life as. You see life as an enviness of people. You see life as being controlled by programmed TVs, computers, and freaking Xboxes, PS4s, or PS5s, whatever. People seriously spent so much money and so much time on freaking PS5s. Like, really? You seriously, do you see this? You bought a console to brainwash you. Like, I don't want an Xbox somewhere. I don't want this stuff in my room because I know if it's there, I'm gonna want it. But I can resist my urges. I went 30 days without doing any freaking weird stuff. I'm now just getting back on that journey because I've kept disappointing myself. Because I seriously couldn't go longer than 2 days right after the 8th, the 30-day mark. As soon as I hit the 30-day mark, and it was the exact 30-day mark because last month only had 30 days. April has 30 days, right? So you go January, February, March, April, May. Yeah. Last month only had 30 days. This month has 31. So I literally went exactly 30 days without masturbating. And then when I did that, I was like, wow, I'm proud of myself. I deserve a free one, right? So, and then I was kind of not proud of my journey because there was a few parts where, you know that the one term, I don't know. You guys have to look it up where you do the thing, but you don't. At you stop at the last second, right? When you're pleasuring yourself with your hand, and then you stop at the last second because then you don't make a happy accident like Bob Ross, you know. So I'm now back on that journey. This is day 3. This is for real my journey now. I'm now doing this journey for real because when exactly. I literally just thought that 16th was when I stopped watching porn. The 8th is when I stopped having happy accidents. I'm not even kidding. It's been 42 days now since I literally have looked up porn. On YouTube, I accidentally saw something weird, and then in a movie. The thing is, though, it's weird to say that I'm like, wow, it's been 42 days since I've last looked up porn, because I would literally look it up almost every single day. And now I don't do it. I don't do that no more. It's kind of something to be proud of. And of course it's something to be proud of. It's freaking looking at porn. I'm not programmed no more. And see, also the thing is people use porn as a distraction. Back on the main topic of this video, we're almost done. Literally, and this is now on this piece of paper, I'm going to talk. The more you're bored, right? This is what I was going to say before. I forgot to. The more you're bored, the better. Because when we're bored, we watch TV, play video games, get on social media, and more to get rid of that boredom. Obviously, like I said, right? But we don't even realize, and this is true, that boredom we try to get rid of is actually a blessing. Because being bored helps us feel our emotions, and with that we figure out what bothers us. And when we figure out what bothers us, and we figure out what bothers us, and when we figure out what bothers us, I had it right. We can fix it instead of being distracted by TV and having these problems in the back of our minds. And it's true. Have you ever watched TV and just sat there and you have these thoughts? You're just like, man, TV's not even getting rid of. You know why? Because TV is a distraction. When you are thinking negative, when you have negative thoughts in your mind and you're starting to feel them, right? You need to turn that TV off. You need to turn that Xbox off. You need to turn your phone off. No porn, no social media, no freaking TV, no video games. You go into a spot, sit there, meditate, or do a yoga thing. Sweat out the problem, stretch out the problem, and meditate, get rid of the problem. Fix it. You may think it's hard to do, but it's not hard to do. Like when I started doing it, when I started freaking doing that, I was like, this isn't gonna work, but it did. Honestly, I didn't even think that. Honestly, it worked. When you literally focus on yourself and you don't focus on nothing else, you just focus on how you feel at that moment, you accept the mood. You're like, alright, I'm in a negative mood. I accept it. I'm going to learn from it. Then you start to observe. The more you observe, the more you accept it, it goes away. And then when it goes away, you look back on it and you learn what bothered you in the first place. And you realize what you can do next time to better it again. And when you do that, you build up a habit. When you fix problems, when you do something more and more, the better you get at it. So when you first fix a problem, I can't talk. When you first fix a problem, you get better at it. And the more you talk, the better you get at that. The more and more you do something, the better you get at it. So when you watch TV, more and more, the better you get at it. When you play video games, you get better at it. When you look up porn, you get better at being a porn lookupper. You start to look up stuff, titles, you get better at it. And it's true. The more you do something, the better you get at it. When you write, the better your handwriting gets. I've been practicing my handwriting for the past couple of months. It's definitely improved. It's still a little sloppy and definitely not pretty, but I don't care. It's handwriting. I'm still getting better at it. And there's even more, like, the more and more you're bored, the better you get with boredom. The more and more you do something, it can be anything. The more and more you eat, the better you get at eating. Obviously, the more you drink water, the better you get at drinking water. The more and more you get at being, the more you're lazy, the better you get at being lazy. The more you don't work, the better you get at not working. It's positive and negative. There's two sides to it. You got to pick the right side. You got to pick the positive side. When you're bored, you can be negative. Think negative. Eat crap constantly and not meditate and have bad habits. Or you can pick up those good habits of eating healthy, meditating, yoga, exercising, get outside, nature, play basketball, do sports. Sports is a distraction and you shouldn't do that. But you can still do it if you want to. If you do want to do that and you don't want to connect with nature, whatever. If you go outside, get the fresh air at least. Like, there's two sides to everything. You can pick the positive. I gotta sneeze. Come on, nose. I gotta sneeze, man. Don't you guys hate that when you feel like you gotta sneeze and then it goes away and makes you look weird because you're like, it makes you have a weird face. But yeah, there's two sides to everything. When we watch TV, we think it's a positive when it's really a negative and it's rotting our brains. It's rotting our brains. We don't think it doesn't rot our brains. It does. It rots our soul and heart. It rots our feelings away when we should be facing them. And the thing is, when you're on the journey of not watching TV, you need to keep going with it. Face those emotions. When I went a week without video games, I won't lie, the first 2 days, my emotions were a little freaking tough. I was getting a little sad, negative feeling every once in a while, right? I only had 2 hours a day watching TV. 5 days into it, I fought those feelings, and I really freaking fought them. And I literally, my heart felt so good because I look back on those 2 days. It was like I had a few negative times, right? It was a few negatives there, right? And when I freaking fought that, and I was literally came out into a few days later, I was like, man, I honestly want to keep not playing video games, and I wish I would have, but I can't change that, so I don't care, because I'm in now, and I have all the time in the world to keep not wanting to play video games. I have all the time in the world to do anything I want. Yeah, time is very precious because we have limited time on this earth. So when you are on this earth, you got to figure out what your purpose is, and you gotta let it take time, because everything happens for a reason. Everything aligns itself in this world at the right time. You will get famous. Thing is, being famous isn't a big deal. Don't try and get famous, because fame is the devil. Fame is literally the devil. Yeah, because literally everything you think you might want, literally the devil disguises itself as everything you might want. Fame is not that. Fame is not something you want. Do I care about being famous? I used to. I used to want to. I was like, man, I really hope one day I can be famous. I don't care now. If it comes, it comes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Everything happens for a reason. Only thing I care about is accomplishing my life purpose and spreading messages to better others while I better myself. I have to better myself definitely to get these things. And I obviously, as you guys can tell, I have I have bettered myself a lot this year. I've done a lot of freaking soul work. I've done a lot of heart work. I've done a lot of freaking, and I still have had some tough times this year. I definitely have. Not many, barely any. I don't have depression no more. I got rid of that. Depression is literally, I know what depression is. Depression isn't real. They say we have these problems just to give us pills. I never took pills for depression because I was very secretive of it. I didn't talk about it until literally the start of this year. I didn't start talking about the fact I had depression for 2 years until this year. It literally, even my family. I didn't talk about it. I was very shy. I wasn't shy about it. I mean, I told my mother obviously about certain parts, but I wasn't completely honest. Now I am. She knows everything about it. Everyone knows everything about it. I'm open. I am open to talk about it now because I'm not haunted by it no more. And when you overcome depression, you got to realize depression's fake. Depression isn't real. Depression is literally something they tell you because they give you pills, subscribe you with stuff, and literally try and take over your mind more. You go to therapy, right? When really the therapist is within. You heal yourself. You talk to yourself and heal yourself. People say talking to yourself is crazy, right? You shouldn't talk to yourself. I talk to myself on a daily freaking basis every single day, and I'm pretty freaking sane. I'm pretty sane. I think I'm more sane than most people in this world. And I talk to myself on a daily basis. I talk to myself. I say I am beautiful. I am amazing. I've accomplished a lot of stuff. I'm proud of the thoughts I've won. I'm proud of the thoughts I've lost. When I really haven't lost anything, I've won. Because it doesn't matter about the fights. It doesn't matter if you won the fight. It just matters if you won the war. And that's facts. That's definitely true. But anyway, guys, this gonna be it for the video. It's 28 minutes. 28 minutes. This is way longer than I thought it was gonna be. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys understood what I was meaning. I hope you guys got where I was getting at with the stuff. It definitely was fun to do this video though. I hope you guys enjoyed, man. This wasn't for entertainment purposes. This is information for you guys, and I hope you guys take it. I hope you guys are listening. If you guys aren't listening, then that's just another person not listening. You gotta listen. Because this is important stuff I'm trying to tell you guys. I'm trying to tell you guys this stuff because then you can better yourself as well. So, if you want to better yourself, listen. If you don't want to, then you don't gotta listen. You can do what you want. It's your life. It's your choice to live. Everything is your choice. It is. Everything in life is your choice. It all boils down to your choice. So you can choose to listen to what I'm saying. You can choose to not listen to what I'm saying. Either way, I love you guys. Stay safe. Hope you guys enjoyed.